Good evening and welcome to the channel. If you've been subscribed to this channel since 2021, then you'll know that this is my first appearance on camera, and there's very good reason for that. And the reason is because, quite simply, I just can't stand myself on camera. I don't like my voice. I've actually recorded full videos in the past, went to edit it and been like, not for me, I'm just not doing this. But 2025, I want to give it a good go. It's something that I've always been ambitious about, is having, a successful YouTube channel. I've always, done YouTube in the past with other channels like BMXing when I was a teenager, gaming channels, but it's nothing that I've really stuck to. But for some reason this year, I've got good ideas in my head and I want to make it a reality. By no means am I a pro at this, so throughout the video, if you notice something that I need to improve on myself, if there's things that you see that I can do better at, then please comment below. Like, I'm always up for knowledge, I'm always up for learning, and if it makes the video better or easier to view for you people, then I'm all for it, so please let me know. If you're one of the people that have been subscribed since day one, then all I can say is thank you very much. If you're watching this video now and you've been subscribed the whole time, like, I massively appreciate it. And anyone else who does end up watching this video, thank you so much for clicking. It's a start, and I'm actually really excited to, get some videos out there, see if people are interested, because that is my sort of, not end goal, but one of my main goals for the channel is to have a small community of people that enjoy cars, enjoy projects, are interested in, what's to come, what I'm doing, because I'm always up to stuff. And I feel like some of this stuff, I'm like, I should have recorded that and put it online. But in today's video, I'm going to show off a car that I've actually owned for over 2 years and I've barely done anything with. I've always done stuff with cars. I've had plenty of projects that I've, started and sold, or I've completed and swapped or whatever. Like, I've always done something, but for the past 2 years, I've just done no car work whatsoever. And there's no real reason why, it's just lack of motivation. But I feel like doing the whole YouTube thing, filming it and planning the next video means more work done to the car, so it's kind of two birds with one stone sort of thing. So in this video, I'm just going to introduce the car, show you around it, the little bits that I have done, what needs done, and see if there's any interest and questions and things like that, and then we'll just take it from there. And the car in question is my 1995 Honda Integra Type R DC2 GDM. A lot of people ask what's the difference between UK and GDM. Well, one straight off the bat here is the back registration plate recess is a lot smaller than a UK, and it also has these tabs for the import plate as well. So that's usually a telltale sign, but a massive difference is the front end. As you can see, this one has the sort of long headlights square front end, whereas the UK spec has like a headlight, and a lot of people call it a frog front end. Don't know why, but this is the GDM one, and from factory it has the B18C, which is higher brake horsepower and higher torque from factory. That's why a lot of people tend to go for GDM stuff. It's the same with the B16 engines as well. This one was imported in 2012, not by me. There's one of the import stickers there, and the other one's on the other side, and it has like a date that tells you when it came into the country. And I believe the guy I got it from down south, because I'm next to Edinburgh, so I got this down south, and I don't think he imported it either. So it's been in the country since 2012. He didn't use it on the road, and then I purchased it and it needed some work done to it. And honestly, not a lot of work. It could be done in a weekend if I was keen, but for some reason I just haven't been, and I don't know why, since this is one of my dream cars. I've had all the Honda Civic, EJ9s, the EGs, and this has always been at the top of my list to get, and now I have it, and I just really need to get stuck in. So a start that's been made is usual Honda back arch stories, as I believe this side was done in the past, because the other side's a bit worse on the outer, starting to bubble there. But if you look at the inner sill, there's a hole appeared here, usually where the grommet is. There's a hole there as well, and it continues underneath. But that will be getting plated and all welded up and painted championship white, the same colour. Probably tidy up around the wheel well as well. What I also noticed while taking all this off is the back trailing arm bushes are split. You can now get poly-bushed ones that are like 2 half cups that just push in each side, rather than having to, you know, burn it out and press it in. It's a lot easier, so I'm glad they're available now, so I'm definitely going to change them at the same time. All 4 brakes need rebuilt. I mean, the discs could be saved, but for the type of car it is, like, I do really want to get this OEM Plus, so I'm definitely going to get some new brake discs and also completely refurb the calipers on all 4 corners. On the inside of the car, it's fairly standard, which is exactly the way I'm wanting it. I've got the interior panel out just to get into the back arch, and it's better for welding so you don't set yourself on fire. So if I shift that out the road, you'll see that it's got the titanium Integra gear knob there. It's got the genuine DC2 steering wheel, the clocks, you know, everything's OEM. I've even went as far as getting a GDM flare. I'll just turn my light on. So as you can see, you can actually get these from eBay because they can't post them, because you can't post a flare in case it goes off in postage, but that's just an empty carriage. And then I've got the genuine Honda holder for it. So again, just trying to keep it all OEM as it gets. Another job that needs doing is the exhaust. So when I got the car, it's a standard manifold, no cat, standard centre section, and then the standard back box. But one of my dream exhausts is a Buddy Club Spec 4, which is what you can see here. They're uncommon, they're unheard of, but they're hen's teeth to try and get. I actually had one years ago for £20 I got it for, and then I actually sold it for £20, and I haven't seen one since. 7 years later, I managed to pick this up. Can't remember what I paid for it, I'm sure it was 120 this time, but they're so hard to get. If you can get them, then congratulations, you've scored, but I'm so happy to have one, and especially get it on the DC2. I've also just noticed that the import plate date is actually on the front window. I thought it was on the other side there, but I believe, if I'm right, it's December, because that's where the mark is at 12, 2017, whereas I said 2012, so I might be wrong. Please correct me if I am wrong, because I'd love to understand that. And then there's a guy on Instagram as well that actually, if you're missing import documents like this one is, you just type in the VIN and the regi plate and he can actually get you them. But unfortunately, I've not got any import documents for this, which I'm quite gutted about, because I would like to, you know, build a big portfolio and put everything away that I've done to the car. And I'll just show you there, that's the standard back box as well, which in a way I think is actually pretty nice, and a lot of people prefer them because it's like a slash cut at an angle from factory. You can see it better there. I will be keeping this, but the Buddy Club's definitely going on. All the back of the interior has been taken out, and I've never had it completely in because I knew it had welding to be done, so that's still to get pieced together. And I also sourced these black DC2 Recaros. I know they can come in red or black, but I managed to get them in black. Just going to pop the bonnet there, I realised that that's the decat pipe I have for it as well. And I managed to get a genuine Honda badge because it didn't have one on it. I probably think that got taken off and sold as well before I got it. So if I pop the bonnet, try and do this one-handed. So there's the B18C, fairly standard engine bay. Someone's put some fancy speed tape on the exhaust manifold for some reason. I'm glad it's got the stock airbox, because apparently that's the best for the B18 and B16 engines, so glad that's there. I was also missing the breather tube that goes from the air intake pipe into the breather here. I've managed to source that. Again, just need to fit it. It's just stupid little jobs that I really need to pull my finger out and do. I even got a genuine OEM powder coated battery bracket. The rocker cover already came wrinkle red painted. It could be better. It looks actually better on camera now that I'm looking at it. But further down the line I might get it refurbed again. I always love imported cars because it comes with all the Japanese writing, and it's the same in the interior and stuff as well. Just think that's pretty cool. Something that I'm quite gutted about with the car, when it arrived, it had a broken yellow fog light bulb. Not sure if you can see that in there. the yellow glass is just sitting, and you can't actually get into these without oven heating the headlight and splitting them, but you can't get the surround for the bulb anywhere. You have to actually get a new headlight, which in some places I've seen them selling for £1,000 up just for one, which I think is crazy. So I'm still on the hunt for a new passenger headlight purely because that yellow film has came off the bulb, which is quite pretty annoying. It doesn't stop, you know, getting an MOT or whatever, but I just want it, you know, looking how it should be. I've also got the standard DC2 wheels, which are actually quite a strange stud pattern. They're 4 by 114.3 I believe, so there's not really many wheel options that you can get. However, I absolutely love the standard wheel purely because it's a nice, you know, shape, but as well it's the same colour code paint as the car, which is Championship White. And something that was killing me is these centre caps, again, are like hen's teeth, because these are Championship White with the Honda logo. And if you have a look online, some people are selling these at about 200 for 4, and you have to get them from Japan as well. And if you're getting them pre-owned, they're completely destroyed. But my dad actually has a spare set of Honda wheels that are in this stack somewhere, which are also Championship White, and he kindly let me use the centre caps, so I now have 4 matching centre caps for all the wheels, so that's less of a headache for me. Some eagle-eyed viewers might actually have spotted it already and asked the question about the wheels, you know, what have they came off then? And it's actually this. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek because I feel like this could be a video in itself, because it does have a good background story, this. But this is actually my old EJ2 Civic Coupe. That's the wheels in question that my dad has spare. And just a quick background about this is my first ever big massive project that I've done that has been K-swapped. So it used to be a B18 C4 and I K-swapped it myself. It was the first engine swap I done. It was the first big project I ever done. And the reason my dad has it now is because I put that much work into it. One day I decided, that's it, I'm selling it, and he said, no you're not, I'm buying it. So my dad got it off me, he's done some work on it himself, but I feel like this deserves a video on its own. So if you're interested about the ins and outs about this car, then please comment below, because I'd be just as excited to do a video about that as well. It's actually so nice just looking at these two sitting together, but be nice if they were outside. So I think that's honestly about it for this video. I know it's been quite a quick one and I've been quite brief with, you know, what the car's about, how long I've had it, what's been done, what needs to be done. I've probably missed quite a lot because it is getting late, it is freezing, and I just wanted to get myself out there, my car out there, my first video on the channel of, you know, me talking, going through what I have. And if you're interested, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and also please don't hesitate to comment below on anything that I can improve on, anything you've noticed that you would like to see, like the EG Coupe there. If there's anything else you want to know about the Integra, you know, please ask away and I'll either reply in the comment or I can even reply in the next video. So that's it for today's video. Like I said, I've got a few plans lined up for working on the Integra, possibly the EG as well, because my dad's like me, he doesn't have a lot of time to work on cars, but I would like to help him out with it because it needs a few things here and there. So if you're interested, please let me know and I'll do a video on them. If you haven't already and you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. I'll try my very best to get a video out once a week, possibly more. And thanks very much for watching.